A high-level investigation into the fake accounts scandal at Wells Fargo was released by the lending giant's board today. The 100-plus page report blamed a sales-oriented culture for the controversy. And for the first time, we have detailed examples of how this culture played out and hurt consumers. Wilfred Frost has the story.
Wells Fargo announcing the largest clawbacks in financial services history following a board report into the sales practice scandal that deemed it necessary to claim back an additional $28 million of pay from former CEO John Stumpf after he had already agreed to forego $41 million when he resigned in October 2016, and an additional $47 million from Carrie Tolstead, the former head of the community bank, she already having foregone $19 million last September. Tolstead was also terminated retroactively for cause. Here is Chairman Steve Sanger.
The root cause of the sales practices issue, as determined by the investigation, was the excessive sales pressure in the community bank, the excessive sales goals, and the failure to escalate the problem appropriately through the structure of the community bank. And Carrie, as the leader of the community bank, is responsible for all that.
Tolstead refused to be interviewed as part of the board review. A statement from her lawyer said, "We strongly disagree with the report in its attempt to lay blame with Ms. Tolstead." Meanwhile, current CEO Tim Sloan is given a pass. The report says that his direct involvement with the sales practice issue was limited until he became president and COO in November 2015. Despite that, I asked him whether there had been more he could have done earlier.
In hindsight, I wish we would have moved more quickly. We would have made decisions, for example, that we made last fall, which was to end the incentive compensation plan in the community bank.
Away from the individuals, the report said a sales-oriented culture and decentralized corporate structure caused the issues. And here are some examples. Monthly motivator reports, where it was said that some employees lived and died by the results, and retail scorecards, which were instituted by Tolstead and, quote, generated significant sales pressure. How did that bad behavior manifest itself? Well, the report details one instance where a district manager warned an employee during onboarding that Wells Fargo provided a challenging and intense sales environment and that he should be prepared, quote, to do whatever it took to meet numbers unless it was downright unethical. The report also uncovered more about the tactics employees used to hide their practices within the Wells Fargo system, substituting their own email address for a customer's to prevent Wells Fargo from contacting customers who might provide a less than perfect customer survey score. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Wilfred Frost.